Happy Easter 2021. My name is Leone Dasama, and I'm the Coordinator for Human Capital Development in Sierra Leone. Human Capital Development is about creating communities where every child is nurtured, nourished, protected, and equipped with the knowledge and skills required to realize their full potential. After nearly 60 years of independence, there can be no better tribute to our nation's founding fathers than a determination to execute meaningful human capital development. Indeed, the Human Capital Development Program in Sierra Leone today is a direct response to the ambition of President Julius Maada Bio and his desire to create a nation of empowered, educated, and healthy citizens. President Julius Maada Bio appointed me to this role in March 2020, just over a year ago, and he set out specific targets in three key areas for delivery by 2023. Health, reducing maternal mortality by 50%, and also reducing infant stunting by 20%. Education, increasing numeracy and literacy for all primary school children by 50%, and in food security, increasing our domestic share of fish within the limits of sustainability and increasing rice self-sufficiency to 86%. The President expects and demands a whole-of-government approach, where we leverage the best talents within government across all sectors, come up with homegrown initiatives that are catalytic and speak directly to the targets and aims the President has set. I want to talk about the progress we've made so far. The global and internationally recognized indices for human capital development are the HCI, which is the Human Capital Index, the HDI, which is the Human Development Index, and the Global Food Security Index. On the first two measures, the HCI and the HDI, Sierra Leone remains stable. And this is despite the huge challenge that COVID-19 presents. Sadly, on the Global Food Security Index, there's concern around rising food insecurity, which we need to address. In terms of the specific targets the President has set, in the 12 months to date, maternal mortality has reduced significantly across the country. Infant stunting has also reduced significantly. In terms of education, COVID-19 meant for a large period of time our children were not in school. So we have not had an accurate assessment across all schools in terms of numeracy and literacy. However, through the good work done by the Ministry of Basic and Secondary School Education and the Directorate of Science, Technology and Innovation, we have injected innovation challenges in the education sector. And 340 schools have been looked at to see whether or not we can address numeracy and literacy in the form of assessments. And I can report that in 170 schools, there's been considerable marked improvement in numeracy and literacy for our primary school children. And we want to see this continue, and the hope is that we will now start mapping out more of these kind of interventions in as many schools as possible. On the food security front, the challenge around fishing and increasing our domestic share of fish has been really mostly about illegal, underreported and unregulated fishing activity. And to address that, the ministry has worked closely with the Human Capital Development team to deliver an initiative around monitoring, control and surveillance. And towards that goal, we now have 6 new inshore patrol craft, an operational VMS, vessel monitoring system, and that is working towards mapping out better how we can address the illegal fishing. And we hope to start having good data from this system in the months to come to see whether or not we're making the progress required. On the rice self-sufficiency front, again, COVID-19 impacted severely on our farmers' ability to cultivate the rice farms during the previous 12 months. And the data we have currently suggests that we have not made the significant progress that we would have liked. However, the ministry is rolling out a series of new initiatives and measures, one of the most important of which is the farmer registration process, which for the first time will enable us to have a comprehensive food security audit, knowing the capacity and challenges that our farmers face so that we can better target resources to support them. I wish I could report more success, and I'm sorry I haven't been able to do that. I'm also sorry that I have not communicated more effectively up to now about the challenges and the issues and the interventions in the human capital development field. We can do better, and I will do better. But we can't achieve these goals in isolation. We need all of you to support us, all our citizens. We need you to challenge us. We need you to tell us what works and what doesn't work best for you in your areas in relation to these initiatives that we're rolling out. Our country faces enormous challenges wrought by the COVID-19 pandemic. But COVID-19 also presents huge opportunities for us to learn better ways of doing things, come up with more homegrown solutions to tackle our chronic problems in our society. I look forward to continuing the work of the Human Capital Development Directorate, and I look forward to your continued support. God bless Sierra Leone.